Hello and welcome back to Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We are continuing our memorial to TopAce with his third campaign, Luyten Civil War. Greetings. Welcome to the GTD Washington, Commander. I'm Admiral Hanley. Wait, the GTD Washington was the first fleet. It was cut off at Earth in Freespace 1. Huh. I'm Admiral Hanley. You'll be reporting directly to me for the duration of these operations. Command selected you for this assignment because of your experience working with SOC during the Second Great War. We know we can count on you. In 3 days, the GTD Washington will spearhead our military intervention in Luyten to remove the renegade government from power. Let me start by giving you an overview of the present situation. Civilian news channels have presented an incomplete picture. The Luyten colonies, like the rest of the GTVA, have been plagued with a sharp economic downturn and high unemployment since the Capella incursion. Luyten was afflicted the most severely, as demand for ships has collapsed, crippling their staple industry. Desperate for a solution, the Luytonians put Edward Keyes and his radical Luyten Nationalist Party into power 6 months later. 6 months ago, surely. This splinter movement blames their economic troubles on the influx of impoverished Capellan refugees and on the GTVA, whose laws require that those refugees be sheltered. As I'm sure you're aware, the General Assembly was unable to provide adequate resources and practical assistance to local governments to cope with the sudden growth of population. As a consequence, the Capellans are once again refugees, though this time from their own government. We've been receiving reports of civilians being expelled from small local communities, and while the new Luyten government officially condemns this, they have done nothing to prevent these acts from taking place. Last year, an officially registered GTVA humanitarian mercy ship was boarded by local police while in orbit of Luyten 4. The government has claimed to have found weapons meant to be delivered to the Capellan insurgent population, further inciting the populace. Hostility between Luyten and the GTVA has prompted many officers to resign their commissions and return home, and while Luyten itself is a small part of the Alliance, Command is afraid of similar situations developing in other systems if we are unable to bring the area under control. 2 weeks ago, contact with our diplomatic corps in the capital abruptly ended, followed shortly thereafter by communications with the few ships we had stationed in the system. The next day, Chancellor Keyes publicly announced that Luyten would no longer recognize the GTVA's authority. Lacking reliable information on the strength of the opposing forces, Command decided against immediate retaliation, instead imposing a blackout on all signals coming through the Luyten nodes. Since then, we've been trying to piece together what happened and how we will be able to take back the system without further destabilizing the entire GTVA. Our intelligence has become increasingly unreliable in the 2 years since Keyes took power. However, we have learned that Admiral Mervyn Lanson, the celebrated hero of the Third Battle for Regulus, has defected to the Luyten Coalition, and is currently in charge of organizing a larger anti-Alliance militia. A thorough scrutiny of his past proved inadequate to explain his motives for siding with the Coalition, but whatever it may be, neither he nor the force he commands is to be underestimated. Unfortunately, time is on their side. The longer we wait, the more legitimate and successful their secession will appear. It also seems likely that once the new government fully secures itself, they'll instigate pogroms to force the Capellans out of their homes. We would have liked to have had more time to plan our response, but we've already delayed as long as possible. The Security Council is sending us in. Pilots, the Security Council has given us the green light. We've been ordered to infiltrate the Luyten system through the Laramis jump node. This action is the culmination of months of failed diplomacy, seditious conspiracy, and an assassination. You, as fighter pilots of the GTVA, will take part in the battle to restore regional stability. Insertion is the mission. Special Operations Command has been busy spreading disinformation about our attacks. The Coalition should now believe that the 11th Battlegroup, stationed in Wolf 359, will launch the first wave of attack. By the time they realize that the second fleet is the spearhead, the GTD Washington will already be in the system, along with the GTCA Bulwark and several escorts. What do we got here? Oh, new classes. I thought demand for ships collapsed. Who's building all these ships then? We estimate that the Luytonian defenses around the Laramis jump node will be minimal. Reports indicate that the Luyten end of the node is guarded by several Mjolnir remote beam cannons. That's minimal? These weapons pose a serious threat to any warship that arrives in the system uninvited. Though we could destroy these sentries with a mass fighter assault, Command has an ace up their sleeve. Alpha 1, your fighter will be equipped with a sophisticated electronic disruption system, or EDS. You'll use this device along with root-level override codes provided by Command to deactivate each and every Mjolnir around the node. This vulnerability was installed following the NTF rebellion, and until now its existence was classified well above even my clearance level. So this move should catch the Coalition off guard. To power up the EDS, you must be in close to and facing the Mjolnir, and it must be targeted. The rest of Alpha Wing will cover you. Once the Washington arrives, we will reprogram and reactivate the sentries. Fascinating. We can be certain there will be at least one wing of Coalition fighters on patrol, with more on standby for rapid retaliation. It is imperative that you complete your mission as quickly as you can, before hostile reinforcements overwhelm you. The Washington will jump into the area soon after the sentries have been deactivated. Once the Washington has arrived and the area is clear of hostiles, you'll be authorized to return to base. We're counting on you, Alpha. Primary objectives: deactivate all Mjolnirs, and the GTD Washington must arrive. So we got new capital ships, not new fighters, though. Huh, I have an Artemis. A single Artemis. We'll stick with the Perseus. We're not striking here. Subak HL11, we can do better than that. No trebuchets, so that's the best we can do. Let's hit it. Washington, we have 4 Herc Mark II class fighters, hostile IFF, engaging. Alpha 1, you're advised to deactivate the Mjolnir ASAP. The sooner you finish, the sooner we can arrive. I'd rather have you here, Alpha 1. Those Mjolnirs aren't going anywhere. No, we'll hold on for a while. This don't take too long, Alpha 1. How close do I have to be? Oh, there it is. Sorry, the deactivating turret thing is the same color as the lights on the Mjolnir. 2 of 5. I just heard something blow up, and all of Alpha seems to be in one piece. So probably the one of the Hercs. That's even further away, so we do this one first. Oops. Ow. We identified a Leviathan cruiser 3 clicks away from the node. Keep a safe distance, Alpha. You aren't properly armed to attack a Leviathan. Hurry it up, Alpha 1. Time is running out. Working on it, Command. Almost there. Got it. So, the Leviathan's not approaching.
Bandits incoming!
Wait, we have an unknown fighter class. This is Ezekiel. They're forming up on the Protector. Whoa, what is this gun? Why is the Subak green? We'll emerge from subspace momentarily, Alpha. Keep yourselves out of their firing range.
Objective neutralized.
Protectors on approach vector. Evade. Evasive action. The Washington should be here any moment now. Oh crap. to Washington, about time.
Check your sex.
Hey, Washington, gonna help me out here? Polarize the protector. We got them where they could respond. Hey, watch where you're shooting. What the hell is that? All mission objectives are accomplished. Report to the debriefing room on the double. Where's the hangar on this thing? Fighter bay, there it is. Sure, okay, this new fighter class is troubling. I wasn't aware of the Ezekiel completed development. Oh, it's that pod hanging off the bottom. It says head hanger on the doors. 30 minutes later. The GTCV retribution will be ready to move out as soon as our drive is recharged. Excellent. I think we can regard Operation Insertion a complete success. Congratulations, sir. They'll all be rotting in prison before they figure out how we pulled this off. I don't think so. Lanston is no fool. If he didn't already know there was a brick in their intelligence service, this will certainly put him on the scent. Are our spies in danger? Let's talk about this on open comms, why don't we? Definitely. Controlling the flow of information will be his first priority. Trust me on that, I know the man. Admiral, our heat sinks are approaching critical temperature. What? Oh, that must be the carrier. How much longer can we maintain surveillance and stealth? Oh. One system will have to shut down in less than 2 minutes. How are we not seeing this thing? It's huge. Prepare the ship for subspace jump. I won't risk being revealed just to keep our sensors running. Is there something else? Sir, the GTVA just moved an entire fleet into the system without a scratch, and the success of a war effort depends not on how much havoc you can cause, but how well thought out your strategy is. Surely we noticed that, though, right? I'm picking up a faint reading with that giant sensor dish of yours. Never mind, false alarm. See, we have Pegasi patrolling around. The incursion into Luyten has been a complete success. We have established a foothold around the jump node, paving the way for the rest of our task force to enter the system. With the GTD Washington and the GTCA Bulwark both in the system, we possess enough raw firepower to fend off any Lutenian counterattack. The Ezekiel-class fighters you encountered were being developed in this sector since Admiral Bosch's defeat at the Knossos and Gamma Draconis. According to the latest project documents, the prototype suffered from intermittent power shortages due to a design flaw in their next-generation reactors. Apparently, the fighter is now fully operational and available to the Resistance. I believe the documents have been either falsified or the design was perfected more quickly than we might have anticipated. Whatever the case, getting our hands on a working Ezekiel-class fighter is now a high priority. We may be dealing with an even more potent force than we had realized. Special recognition goes to Alpha Leader, whose outstanding skill and situational awareness kept the engagement under control. Alpha Wing suffered no casualties despite being outnumbered for a short period of time. Alright, total kills, 4 total kills with 1 assist, 3 Herc Mark IIs, and how on earth did I get the kill on the Leviathan? I don't remember shooting it. Whatever, I'll take it. So, that's also our all-time total since this is the first mission. So this has been Insertion, the first mission of Luyten Civil War. for Freespace 2 as we continue our memorial to TopAce here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming, signing off.